What's up, metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. Today we are going to take a look at a pretty cool knife from Bestech. This is the Bestech Lion. There are a few different variations of this knife with different G10, different color. There's green, there's this black, there's a couple other colors, green, black, I believe tan. I will link it below where I can. I don't believe these are, I don't believe White Mountain Knives has these, but I think they are on Amazon. So if they are in White Mountain Knives, I'll link them there. If not, I'll link the Amazon link. They run about $52, and it's a good size knife. Decent, you could definitely hard use this one a bit. This one has a little heft to it. I'll give you the specs, and I'll give you some size comparisons. Overall length is 8 1/4 inches, or 8.125 inches, excuse me. Blade length 3.375 inches. It is D2 steel. Blade thickness is only 110 thousandths. Handle length 4 3/4. Handle thickness is 0.61, so over 1/2 inch. The weight on this knife is 4.71 ounces. It is right hand, left hand tip up carry, so it is friendly for lefties. It is a liner lock. It does have a lanyard hole here off the back, which, you know, I was looking at this. I don't know if this would work as a glass breaker or not. Generally, a glass breaker will have like a little diamond in there, but I'm sure this would crack a window if you ever needed to. It also crack a skull if you ever needed to. Of course, if you got to do that, then there's other options here available to you. Not that I recommend that, only if you need to for self-defense purposes, of course. But yeah, not sure what to think about the lanyard hole. The cool thing about it, well, I don't know it's cool. I haven't disassembled it, but I'm curious if there's sleeves going through this back spacer. If there's sleeves going through it, then you could just take this out and, you know, screw it back together. I haven't disassembled this knife. This knife will be in the upcoming knife sale, so I'm not going to be disassembling it. But generally, the threading isn't in the back spacer. Generally, there's a sleeve that goes through there. And if that's the case, then yeah, you could probably remove this back spacer / lanyard hole, but I can't guarantee that. Pocket clip works very well. It's not completely deep carry, but it does carry pretty deep. There's nothing to get in your way. It slips in and out of the pocket perfectly. Nothing to get in the way of your the seam of your jean pockets, or whatever kind of pants you're wearing. Let's give you some size comparisons real quick, because this is a pretty big knife. Here it is against the Benchmade 940. It's going to be about the same length, a little longer than the 940, especially if you count the lanyard hole there. Here it is against the Spyderco Manix 2. Count the lanyard. Let's not count the lanyard. Let's go to the end of the knife. It's pretty much the exact same length as a Manix 2. Here's the AD 20.5. It's going to be a little longer than AD 20.5. Probably about 1/2 inch longer. Here it is against the Artisan Cutlery Centurion. This will be in the knife sale also. This one, beautiful knife. Damascus carbon fiber. That's going to be in the knife sale. About the exact, actually the Centurion's a little bit longer than it. Here it is against the American Blade Works Model 1. This will be in the knife sale also. Let's give you guys a look at some of the stuff coming up in the knife sale. Almost identical in length to the Model 1, but quite a bit thicker. Quite a bit thicker than the Model 1. Here is the Spyderco Native 5. Not in the knife sale, by the way. Here's a Penguin, QSP Penguin. Got a bit of length on the Penguin. It's a slightly thicker than the Penguin too. Probably by a full scale thickness thicker than the Penguin. It's a hand-filling knife. It's actually very, very comfortable in hand. Here it is against the Urban EDC F5.5. Similar lanyard hole thing going on down there. I think I'm about to acquire this knife. Yay. I love this knife. I think it may be being sold to me. I don't want to put any pressure on anybody out there, but maybe being sold to me. Here's the Vist variant PE2. And we're going to do a bug out, and that should give you guys a good idea on the size. Actually, we'll do one more after the bug out. Here's the Benchmade bug out. And here is the Inriggy Knives Jersey, which there is a pre-order coming for this very, very soon, guys. I'm waiting on Nick to tell me when, and I'll let you guys know. He'll post on his Instagram also. But I'm going to make another little video about this knife because I like it so much. He's letting me hang on to this until he announces the pre-order so I can make a little video with it. I love this knife. Such a good knife, man. This one's going to be popular. Keep an eye out for that one for sure. All right. One other thing to mention about this real quick, it has nothing to do with the Bestech. There are some changes being made to this. I do have a quick overview of this knife, and I'll go over those changes again when I know about the pre-order date. So let's talk about the Ergos. Ergos are freaking fantastic on this knife. Feels so good in hand. It's hand filling. So got that much hanging out with the medium-sized hand. I do feel the pocket clip in my hand, but it's not a hot spot at all. I can just feel it's flat right there, so it's very, very comfortable. But you do notice it's there. This one is a flipper only. It is on cage ceramic ball bearings. It does have a ceramic ball detent. Stainless steel liners, stainless steel pocket clip. Great action, buttery smooth action. Access to the liner is extremely good, as you can see there. No jimping or anything, but the access is so good you don't need any jimping. Very smooth to press it over. And this knife is brand new, and it's already pretty drop shutty. I think it would just get smoother and smoother. You could probably actually use some oil on it. I haven't never lubed this, and this thing has been here for a while now. I've never put any lube on the pivot. Let's actually drop a couple drops in there real quick. Using the Zero Friction by ProShot. Great stuff. Linked in the description. $7 gets you 30 milliliters. Every bit as good as KPL. Let's do it this way. Put a drop on each side and work it down there. One other thing about this, really easy to get a drop on the end and just touch. That way you don't put too much in there. Just a drop on the end and touch, and then we'll work the blade, work it in there into the bearings. It's already really smooth, but I bet this will improve. One thing I don't have a alternative for yet is KPL Heavy for the detent ball. If anybody has a less expensive solution for a heavier weight lube like this for knives, comment below and let me know. I'd love to try something else out. Stuff's so thick it's hard to tell when it comes out. There we go. So let's see if that even makes it. I could see this knife becoming a guillotine. It's so so smooth. That's why I wanted to go ahead and put some lube on it. Yeah, see how much smoother it is already? It's completely dropping almost. And I'm not straight vertical, so. Yeah, definitely got even smoother on the drop there. So, yeah, it's a great knife, guys. Great knife that's pretty budget friendly, and that I think you could probably beat the crap out of and not feel guilty about it. Excuse me. And it should hold up very well. And it's a good looking knife. I think it's a good looking knife anyway. Beautiful satin finish on the blade, belt satin on the flat grind, and then you got a stone wash on the flats. Looks really good. Yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Any of you guys own one of these? This is one that's been out for a while. First time I've ever had it in hand, but well, I've had it in hand before, but this is the first one I've ever had in hand, and I like it. I really do like it. It's a great knife. So comment below if you have one. Let me know what you think about this knife. Is it worth the $52? I think it's worth the $52. Although this won't be $52 in the sale, guys. It'll be down below that. So keep an eye out for that. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.